If Stardew Valley and Overcooked had a cozy puzzle game baby, it would be named Survival Kids. This is one of the first couch co-op games launching with the Nintendo Switch 2, but is it worth the $50 price tag? And more importantly, is it actually fun to play together? The basic premise here is simple. You are a group of kids stranded on an island after chasing a treasure map. Each level takes place on the back of a giant turtle island called a wurtle. Your goal: gather materials, build gadgets, solve puzzles, and rebuild your raft so you can escape and try to get home, only to crash into yet another wurtle. But it's not just about collecting and crafting. Survival Kids blends light survival mechanics with puzzle solving, light platforming, and cooperative teamwork. Think resource gathering like Stardew Valley or Don't Starve, cooking like Breath of the Wild, and a repetitive but enjoyable gameplay loop like Overcooked. Throughout the game, you'll gather resources like wood, stone, vines, and food. You'll use these to craft structures like bridges and climbing nets to access new parts of the island. Along the way, you'll also find some blueprints that unlock special trinkets. Like umbrellas, fans, and fishing poles, these unlock new mechanics like gliding over gaps or pulling on faraway hooks. The cooking mechanics are simple. You gather food, toss it in a pot, and depending on how much and what kind of ingredients you use, you'll get meals that boost your stamina. Increasing your stamina is important for things like climbing nets or carrying items through the stages. You'll also build movable objects like a trampoline or a cannon. Each trinket adds a fun twist, letting you do things you couldn't do before. The earlier levels only used 1 or 2 trinkets, but as you get farther in, they start to incorporate all of the trinkets into the levels. The puzzle elements are light but fun. Most puzzles are simple enough to figure out and only really require the proper tool to solve them. The island progression is short and sweet, with most islands taking around 40 minutes or so. It leaves you with a satisfying loop of explore, gather, build, solve, and repeat. This game shines in co-op. You can play the entire game solo, but playing together is clearly the way it was designed to be enjoyed. It supports 2 players locally and up to 4 online. This is also one of only 10 games that support Nintendo's game sharing feature, allowing you to play the game with other people that don't own it. We personally played locally, and it's split screen, so you and your partner can go off in different directions and do whatever you want. But staying close together does have its benefits. You get speed boosts for chopping and mining just from being close, and you can tag team logs or boulders to take them down even faster. Some objects are heavy, and while you can carry them alone, it's slow and tedious. So bringing your partner to help is nice. This was also helpful while trying to carry heavy things past an enemy that was trying to knock us into the water. Everything here is fairly simple, so it wouldn't be hard for a more casual gamer to hop in and play with you. There's no inventory management, you just grab the materials and use them. There aren't any real negative consequences in the game. If you fall in the water, you'll respawn. There are no enemies trying to kill you or health to be careful of. It all adds to that cozy feel and accessibility. The only consequence is not getting all of the stars. Plus, it can be played with only half a Joy-Con, so if the Nintendo Switch 2 has already pushed you a little out of your budget, that's helpful. Speaking of which, if you do want to play with just half a Joy-Con, I would highly recommend picking yourself up one of these. These were sent to us for free. It's not sponsored, just a quality product I wanted to share with you. They work with both new and old Joy-Cons, and they make holding it sideways just so much more comfortable. So if you want to pick it up, I'll have an affiliate link in the description with a possible coupon I'm trying to negotiate. The story is simple and takes a backseat to the gameplay. You found a treasure map, chased it, and crashed. Now you're rebuilding your raft to travel from one wurtle to the next, each island bringing you one step closer to home. The visuals are a childlike toon style that's bright and colorful and nice to look at. Each player can customize their character to look how they want, and you can unlock new customization as you find hidden glyphs in the levels. We personally loved the way that our characters look. The sound design wasn't anything special, but it did sound nice and added to the cozy feeling. There was honestly not a lot about the game that we didn't like. We didn't run into any major glitches or anything, but there was one level where we had to go back and get more stars to play, which killed the cozy vibes a little. This is a feature that we've never really loved in any game. It just always feels unnecessary. You can get up to 6 stars per level, 3 for speed, and 3 for finding hidden objects. Most of the time we only got 1 star for time on our first try. This made the levels feel designed to be played again because I don't think there's any way that you could get all 3 stars on those levels without having prior knowledge or maybe 4 players. Except the last level. We did get 3 stars for time on the last level, but we also got 0 of the hidden object stars. Some of the later levels got a bit frustrating. We had trouble finding the hidden star objects. So much trouble that we convinced ourselves that these bird nests scattered around the map were some secret puzzle, and we kept trying all we could to activate it. We were leaving fish in the nests, we were leaving other food in the nests. I still have no clue if these were actually something or if they were just for aesthetic, but they drove us a little nuts because we felt like we had looked everywhere for the hidden objects. I would note that it was possible we missed some of those objects because we were playing in split screen and maybe we couldn't see a full expanded view of what was around us, but for the most part, the split screen works fantastically and we didn't have any real issues with it. The game took us about 5.5 hours to beat, and we only replayed 2 levels to get enough stars to continue. Considering the game is $50, that might be a tough sell. I can't tell you what to do, but what I can say is that we really enjoyed the game. We could also probably about double our time in the game if we tried to get all of the stars in the levels and find all of the types of fish, unlock all of the outfits, and complete all of the challenges in the game. But that's just not the kind of gamers that we are. If you're looking for a deep, complex survival game, this isn't it. But if you're looking for a fun, low-stakes co-op game to play with your partner or your kid, Survival Kids is a wholesome and engaging choice. Yes, it's a little repetitive, but in a satisfying way. It is a little short, but it left us wanting more instead of feeling burnt out. We had fun and think that you might too, but there are so many more co-op games on the Nintendo Switch 2, and you can find a list of 51 fantastic ones right here in this video. We have personally played all of these and are recommending them to you. I cannot wait to see you over there. We love you guys. Y'all are awesome.